All right, welcome to Spring
Cooking with the Thunderdome.
This is a special episode. We're going to show you what to do with your leftovers from
St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day, yeah. I don't mean leftover beer, because we drank all of that.
Not quite, but mostly.
Episode 2.0. There we go.
Cool. So, step one on this frittata. Since it's a take on corned beef and cabbage, so we got Brussels sprouts, some white onion, braised corned beef, and some slivered garlic. Here's about 1.5 teaspoons of butter and 1.5 hard-boiled potatoes. We're gonna take this, go right into a hot pan. I love the way butter smells, tastes, and feels. Now, before anybody goes a little weird and they're like, "Hey, Crunchy, Brussels sprouts not a cabbage, you're an asshole." Well, I understand that Brussels sprouts are not a cabbage, but here's what I was thinking. Fuck you. So, I'm going to arrange this really nicely because, I like to do a good job and people like me. But you can chuck it in however the fuck you want. I just know mine's going to be beautiful. I'm going to eat that one. I probably shouldn't be whistling. And we're kind of low in crew today, so it's just me and Pat.
Hello.
Pat's behind the camera right now, but he's still very much here and very much a part of the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome!
It lives on. It lives on.
And why are you throwing the potatoes down the bottom here?
Because I want to make kind of a crust for this frittata.
Maybe explain exactly what a frittata is.
A frittata is an Italian omelet, and generally it's made in a hot pan and then transferred to the oven to cook through. And it differs from a folded omelet in that you want the eggs to be set. Looking up, I'm going to pop this under the broiler. That way I don't have to have the plastic in the hot oven.
I should be looking at you, not the potatoes. Start that one over. So why are we not throwing this one in the oven?
Because this isn't an oven-safe pan. So since it has a plastic handle, that'll melt in the oven. But what we are going to do is throw it under the broiler to where we can set the top of the frittata without any problem.
Now wait a minute though. I don't know what a broiler is. Tell me what a broiler is.
A broiler, see, when you set your oven to broil, it's usually the heating element in the top of an electric oven. Whereas
this is gas,
it's down under here. I'm going to turn it on.
Turn it on.
It's on.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
This will. Oh, there we go. Now we can see that. There we go. See that light going there in the back? That's the heating element. Gas starts to flow as soon as the heating element gets hot, and soon we'll have ignition. Almost. Almost. Glowworm, go. There we go. Ignition. We got another pan heating up over there. What are we going to do with that over there?
This is what we're going to get some color on our omelet fillings. Because if we just threw this on top of those potatoes, not only would we mess up our crust, but this stuff would just steam. So it wouldn't add any flavor and we wouldn't get any browning.
Oh, there's the leftover beer we were talking about.
Yeah, it's good. How are you recording this?
Trying to do weird angles.
Oh, okay. Sound effects can be added later. Alright. So we're going to go in with our onion into a nice hot pan. Ooh, I dropped some. And of course, again, we used corporate butter in this corporate pan to make corporate potatoes.
Those are actually onions we're filming right now. Those are potatoes.
We use corporate butter.
Corporate butter potatoes.
That was anarchist oil.
Oh.
You know how many foreheads I had to scrape to get anarchist oil?
How many foreheads did you have to scrape to get anarchist oil?
I just stole it from Walmart.
Yeah.
Yep. You want to watch them dog? These onions are starting to get a little bit of color on them. They look good.
Oh, they do look good.
Garlic.
Hold on, do that again.
Now we're going to add some garlic. Get off my finger! You know, toss it in there. Then we're going to add a little bit of 211.
Is that for the Irish?
It's for the Alkies.
Is this the short version of our show? Because we're doing this fast.
Kind of is.
What we adding here?
Thyme.
And that's some fresh thyme, right?
Yep. And I'm going pretty rustic. Not even running a knife through it. Just picking off the large stems. The woody parts.
Sorry the shots are bad. I'm a cook, not a cameraman, goddamn.
Yo. Just don't bump on the stove.
That smells so good too. I wish people could smell what I'm smelling right now, because this is.
People would smell what the rock is cooking.
This is so amazing. It's amazing how a shitty beer will add so much flavor to what you got cooking.
Oh, undoubtedly. Okay, so we're gonna go on top of our potatoes with this onion mixture.
Now you
go from with a dry pan with this nice leftover braised corned beef.
And now why are you using a dry pan?
This has enough fat content that it'll actually render that fat out. So that fat will actually melt out of there, and that'll lend a really nice flavor. And we'll be able to reduce this down, get kind of more of a refined product. And welcome back. So we got our corned beef starting to render. Let that fat go. You know what I mean? Get a little bit of color on. We're going to add the Brussels sprouts now, because we want to get some color on the outside of those, but also it doesn't need a little bit of time to cook all the way through. So if we add a little bit of heat right now, they absorb some of that flavor of the corned beef, and also they're going to be just the perfect temperature right when those eggs set, because we don't want them real soft and mushy and sulfuric, but we also don't want them really hard and crunchy, even though being crunchy is a good thing.
And I'm like, horrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Morrison. Now we're going to take our Brussels sprout and corned beef, I guess hash, some would say. And you know how much we love hash at the Thunderdome. So if you have any hash, you know, put it in an envelope and mail it to us. I'm just joking.
And a frittata.
Don't do that.
So you're saying that frittata with corned beef hash is kind of like somebody smoking hash?
Kind of. Not really at all. Is what I wasn't going with that. So, did you salt this egg mixture?
Nope.
No salt, pepper.
I like you to instruct the.
All right. Now I just stuck my finger in there and tasted this raw egg. You can choose to do that if you'd like. I know there's a risk of salmonella, but
Seeing as I dropped every single eggshell into that mixture.
Yeah, I've eaten a lot of raw eggs. Had a lot of raw eggshells in my mouth.
So you're just gonna throw that in there?
Yep.
Now, are you gonna mix this up real quick? Are you gonna shake the pan? Are you gonna stir it?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it down low, and then I'm just gonna tap the pan to get the air bubbles out. That way you get a nice dense frittata. Looks really nice. Alright, so we're gonna let that cook for probably about 15 minutes and we'll come back and we'll finish it off. So now our frittata's been on the stove for about 10-15 minutes and we're gonna pop it into a 500-degree broiler for just a couple minutes and then we'll be ready to plate. Now, are you idiot? You're an idiot. Frittata's nice and set. We got some nice browning on top. We're gonna pull that out and let it rest a little bit because there might be some pockets of egg that are, you know, around some Brussels sprout or something that haven't quite set. But feels really nice. Doesn't feel overdone. Give it a little shake to loosen that all up. And we'll turn it right out onto this board. And that's corned beef hash frittata with the Thunderdome. I'm crunchy.
And Pat.
That's it.
Say Thunderdome. Say Thunderdome.
You're recording.
Say Thunderdome. Thunderdome.